folks? It's Morgoth the Barbarian here, and happy Thanksgiving to you all. This, ladies and gentlemen, is a special Thanksgiving episode here, where I've decided to take one game from Week 13. Yes, this is a Week 13 game, by the way, and decided to give you a special Thanksgiving treat, alongside with our normal upload on Sunday. So, of course, happy Thanksgiving to all who celebrate. And today I got a nice little Thanksgiving treat for you on top of that too. As you probably may or may not know, the NFL does games on Thanksgiving, and usually there's two teams involved with that. The Dallas Cowboys and the Detroit Lions. Well, upon further review of what games were available, I decided the Lions will get the special treatment here. So congratulations, Detroit. You get to play a Thanksgiving game here. Who are they hosting? The LA Chargers, who are fortunate enough to get this game too. So they will be the away team. So, what do we got here? So, get this loaded. So one of the reasons I picked this is that both teams are in the playoff hunt in their respective conferences on this one. For the Chargers, they currently sit at 7-4. They took a tough loss to Denver last week, who's kind of right on their tail, but it is what it is. But the Chargers, they are hanging tough in the AFC. Too bad the Chiefs are, being the Chiefs in this playthrough. Again, why am I not surprised? Although we did see them go down. They were one and done last season, so crossing my fingers it happens again. But yeah, the Chargers, they're looking to maybe get into the wild card for all we know. The Lions, meanwhile, have been the best team in the NFC so far. They are sitting at 11-1. I think they're... No, okay. I thought we did see them back in week 4, but I couldn't remember if their only loss came against that episode or not. And it turns out they won by a single point back in week 4 when we saw them. I think their only loss has been apparently some time ago. I don't even remember. Oh, sure enough, to the Chiefs. Week 5. I digress. Anyways, the Lions are in the driver's seat in the NFC North at 11-1. Although they had to use 3 overtimes to get past the Bears in their role last week. I don't know, man. I don't know. Lions were holding off a feisty challenge from Chicago and managed to pull it off, but nevertheless, they're here. As are the Chargers, who are making their season debut, for season 3, that is. I think we've seen them long before many times, so this should be a good little Thanksgiving game for y'all. And of course, we'll do our usual Week 13 game next on Sunday, so that'll be more than exciting for the this playthrough here. So I don't yet have the full highlights from Week 12 yet, so I am just going to get this bad boy set up, and we'll go from there. Yes, I did roll for both these teams and their respective matchups already, but I have yet to do the rest of Week 12, so we'll get to the full Week 12 highlights later. Oh, well. We'll get there, so let's get this set up, and let's get ready for some... Oh, where are my manners? I didn't do it. Let's get some ready for some Strat-O-Matic football! Wait, where's my turkey? Oh, well. We can go without it for now. Okay. We are ready for this feast of a game here. We got the Chargers taking the road red and the Lions taking the home green. And neither matches their color scheme. But at least it isn't those... remember those ugly-looking Charger jerseys from a while ago where it's like slug yellow or barf yellow? Yeah, at least it's not that. Could have been much worse, in other words. Speaking of Chargers, how about rolling odds for the opening kickoff? Nah, Lions say Chargers can take the ball. Lions will start it in the second half, and that's how we're doing it. So, here we go from Detroit. Chargers and Lions. And, well, Chargers will try to take this out. 9 yards in the back of the end zone. Why, I don't know. Oh, I'm reading Detroit's card. Never mind. LOL. Chargers get up to the 10. Oh, that's going to be wonderful. All right, Chargers starting lineup here. Justin Herbert is the quarterback here. We're using the 2022 set as always, which might explain why Mike Williams is the split. Austin Eckler is the running back, not Sony Michel. Get out of here. No. Okay, there we go. There's Austin Eckler. Gerald Everett is the tight end. Keenan Allen is the flanker. And we'll bring in Josh Palmer as the slot/fullback slot. I think Herbert and Allen are the only two people from this team that are still there. Everybody else has ran away elsewhere, so funny to note. All right, 1st and 10. Start off with a flat pass that isn't seen, and it's going to Eckler. And he gets 12 as a result of that. 1st down. All right, right out of the gate, Herbert completes his first pass to Austin Eckler for 12 yards. Nice. All right, let's run it with him on 1st and 10. Lions do see this coming. 9 and an off tackle, and Eckler gets 6. Okay. All right. 2nd down, and somehow the Chargers missed this. 5 on an end run. Uh-oh, that's usually a fumble roll. And sure enough, it is. 2 through 5. No, it's just no gain. Whew. Okay, that was close. I guess 3rd and 4 it is. 10 on a flat. Oh, wow, that's not good. And that goes for 29 yards to Josh Palmer in the 1st down. He's all the way at the 43. Oh, dear. Nice game by the Chargers there. All right, 1st and 10. We're going to try the short pass to Williams. Lions do see it coming. And it goes for 12 yards anyways. 1st down. Chargers are moving the ball with a 40. Mike Williams makes his first catch of the game. 1st and 10. This gets missed. 4 on an off-tackle run. Eckler has... I can't see. Oh, just a yard. Well, that's a bummer. All right, whatever. All right. 2nd down and 9. 4 on a flat. It got seen, so just 5 yards for Josh Palmer. This will, of course, bring up a 3rd and 4 here. Well, let's give it to Keenan Allen. Let's try him out. 10 on a flat, and it's incomplete. All right, 4th and 4. We got kind of a decision to make here. You know, Brandon Staley is technically still the coach of this team, although it's now John Harbaugh. He wouldn't go for it. But I sure as heck am. 4th and 4 were... hold on. This is the part where I'd give it to my best player. Oh, let's just do the field goal. We have no more Brandon Staley anyway, so let's just do the John Harbaugh thing and kick a field goal. If he does that sort of thing, but nevertheless. 42-yarder from Cameron Dicker is up, and it is good. Okay. Dicker connects on the 42-yarder, and the Chargers have the opening lead. And, of course, that one incompletion ends up screwing them over, but you know what? They still got points out of the deal, so I guess that's the name of the game here. 3-0 Chargers. Nice drive. Unfortunately, it kind of stalled out, but you know what? It happens. So we'll see if Detroit can respond here. Start him at the 25. As I mentioned, we've seen the Detroit starting lineup before. There's no injuries here, so here it is again. Jared Goff is the quarterback. DJ Chark is our split, and they're going to go 3 wide too, so in comes Josh Reynolds. Jamal Williams is the halfback. Hopefully he doesn't get injured again this time. Brock White is at the tight end, and Amon St. Brown is the flanker. And we're going to start with a 1st and 10 run. 4 on a line buck. Oh, it's a short gain. Yikes. 12 yards for Jamal Williams in the first. Nice. Oops. Spelled Williams' name wrong there. Okay, 1st and 10. This gets missed. 4 on a flat, and it goes for 11 in the first. This time it goes to Josh Reynolds. Actually, wait a minute. I should probably put it down as Jay Reynolds, because there's 2 of them on this team here. 1st and 10. Yeah, Chargers will stick with the... Chargers will play to pass. Not this time. 3. Nothing for Jamal Williams. Oof. All right, 2nd down here. 5 on a flat. And Brock Wright has 8 yards, so he's up to the 44. All right, it's a 3rd and 2. Chargers will miss this. This run is going to go for 6 and the 1st for Jamal Williams. Very nice play call. 1st and 10. They'll take their first shot play of the here is a short pass. 7 on a short. And Goff is getting sacked. Ouch. He'll lose 8. And it sucks. Sack was made by Khalil Mack. All right. Actually, no, this is a split sack. So Mack, well, we'll say Mack gets half a sack, and the other goes to Sebastian Joseph Day. Okay, that's better. I forget when I roll 6s, I kind of like splitting the sack there, so it's 2nd and 18 nonetheless. Yeah, they're playing pass, of course. 8 on a flat with a penalty attached to it, and it's going to Josh Reynolds. Incomplete if it holds. Play never happened, offsetting penalties. Whoops. All right, that's going to lead to a 2nd and 18. Do it again. 6 on a short. Okay, that's better. This time it goes for 11 yards to Josh Reynolds. That's what I was looking for last time, but no. Goff had to get himself sacked. Now it's a more manageable 3rd and 7. Nine on a flat to Amon St. Brown. And he will have nothing, incomplete. Oh boy, 4th and 7. Oh, this isn't good. Michael Badgley's range is 2 through 5, so in the traditional Dan Campbell spirit, we're going for it. I think this is just before him too, but nevertheless, he is coaching the Lions and he loves doing this, so let's carry on his spirit. 4th and 7. I don't think that's going to work. Nope, incomplete turnover on downs. Goff misses St. Brown. At least we tried, okay? You can't fault me for not trying there. So that will go down as a turnover and downs, and the Chargers will have it at their own 35. Rather I try it rather than to kick a field goal, which would have been a 2 through 5. Let's see. All right, never mind. Well, that doesn't count, but still. All right, so the Chargers get the ball at their own 35, and they will take over. And, well, speaking of taking over, we'll take over for the next highlight. So roll that beautiful footage if... Oh, who am I kidding? It probably isn't going to be beautiful. It never is. Well, just roll it anyways. We'll go with it. 1st and 10. This gets missed. 11 on a short. And there's a long gain. Ooh. Reroll. That's a touchdown. An automatic touchdown to boot. Amon-Ra St. Brown. It's a play-action pass, and the Chargers completely miss it as Amon-Ra St. Brown is wide open for the 52-yard TD. Oh, there we go. You love to see that. Very nice, Detroit. Very nice. Let's add on the extra point, too, from Michael Badgley, and there you go. Detroit has its first score of the game. Courtesy of a 52-yard bomb from Goff to Amon-Ra St. Brown, who's off to the races and in, and it's 7-3 Lions, as we're just about ready to end the first quarter, too. So I'll just leave it at that. But man, oh man, there you go. Good old play action, and boom, Lions score. That's how you do it. Amon-Ra St. Brown, he wants that Thanksgiving turkey. Give that man some gravy because he earned it on that one. Whoo, boy. Oh, I love to see it. But anyways, this first quarter is about to come to an end. Lions up 7-3 on this special Thanksgiving day. So we'll move along to the next highlight, which by this point will be in the second quarter. Unless I'm about to do something stupid, which you'll see in just a minute. Probably not. I'm sure it'll be fun. All right. Now, touchback. That doesn't count, but so be it. Okay, 1st and 10 here. This will get missed too. 10 off flat. And that's going to go for 29 big yards. Except Keenan Allen gets pushed out at the 1. Oh, so close, but so not quite. But a great play, nevertheless, as Keenan Allen picks up 29. There we go. Meanwhile, it's now going to be 1st and goal right at the 1. That's going to summon Donald Parham into the game. 1st and goal to go right at the 1. Eckler on his first carry. Gets the yard. Touchdown. There it is. Austin Eckler finishes the drive out from 1 yard out. All right. Chargers have reclaimed the lead. Oh, Camlin Dicker's automatic, so I'm assuming this isn't an X. Never mind. Never mind again. It's good. Penalties are the only thing that can prevent Dicker from missing that extra point, but it doesn't matter. We don't have a penalty here, so there you go. That 29-yard pass play from Herbert to Keenan Allen ended up setting up Austin Eckler for a 1-yard TD run, and the Chargers reclaim the lead 10-7. Very nice drive from them to respond, or at least, start the second quarter right. So, it's going to be one of those games where it's just hyper-competitive. Now, this is something we like to see here. Both those teams want that cranberry sauce. Yeah. Well, they can have it because I don't like it, but still, you get the idea. All right, that makes this a lot more manageable, but it's still 3rd and 13. I'm going to try it. $11 on a long. Oh, and Herbert's going down again. Oh, that sucks. Uh-oh. Okay, so this time he loses 5 yards, and it's a fumble! And the Lions get it! Unless... No, they do get it! Evens! No return, but man, they just whacked Herbert at the 18, and they get it. Oh, dear. That wasn't supposed to happen. Okay, who got that strip sack? Aiden Hutchinson. Why am I not surprised by that? Oh, first off, I have to subtract 5 yards from Herbert's totals. He loses a fumble, but Aiden Hutchinson, one of the best pass rushers in the league, just forced a fumble as he sacks Herbert. And Isaiah Buggs ends up picking it. Well, he ends up, we'll say he plops on it. But you know what? Same thing. And Detroit, look at that. First mistake of the night for either team, and it goes against the Chargers. And look at this, folks. We got a scoring opportunity here out of the blue. Very nice job by Detroit's defense. Sacks Herbert twice, and the second one gets a big one. Hey, give me Jamal Williams, please, too. All right. 1st and 10 from inside the red zone. We're at the 18 here. Oh, this isn't good. All right. See if the Lions can cash this in. They don't see this line buck coming, and it's only going to go for 2. All right. 2nd down here, and 8. Now we'll do it. 6 on a short. That is going to go to 11 to DJ Chark, and the 1st down. In fact, it'll be 1st and goal at the 5. Chark makes his first catch of the game. All right, I guess that means the blocking back is now in. So James Mitchell, here you are, and it's going to be 1st and goal to go right from the 5. This will get missed. 7 on a flat, that gets missed. Uh-oh, does this penalty mean anything? Because if it doesn't, and it doesn't, as it turns out, it's a touchdown! Amon-Ra St. Brown again. Apparently, the Chargers cannot stop leaving him uncovered for some weird reason. He just burned him for a 2nd receiving touchdown of the game. Maybe losing Derwin James did it. He's out. He left with an injury, so maybe that's going to do it. Meanwhile, Michael Badgley makes the extra point. And the Lions reclaim the lead, 14-10. So, yeah, it turns out that strip sack from Aiden Hutchinson ended up being what got Detroit their points. And, of course, Jared Goff is able to finish it off with a 5-yard TD pass to Amon-Ra St. Brown, who now has up 2 for the game. What is it with people suddenly having more multi-touchdowns games here? I mean, I'd love to see it, but, hey, why not? And this time it's the star wide receiver, so who knows? Amon-Ra St. Brown, he definitely wants that gravy and maybe some stuffing to go with it. I don't blame that man. And Aiden Hutchinson, he just wants a big old turkey leg off of a Herbert sack, if you know what I mean. Whatever, you get the point. All right. 7 minutes in the half. Of course, the Chargers get the ball to start the second half, so we'll see what happens. Wait, no, excuse me. The Lions get the ball to start the second half. My apologies. All right. I'm going to have to look that up. Oh, crap. Okay. Meanwhile, this goes 9 yards in the back of the end zone. No, it's the Lions that get it in the second half. Now I just remembered. Okay. Okay, number one back is going to get just 16? Really, DeAndre Carter? Oh, dear. Okay, you should know better not to take it out, but here we are. From the 7. Ew. Ew. Ew, even more, because Eckler loses a yard. All right, that's a 2nd down and 11 now. This gets missed. 10 on an off tackle. No gain again, unless... Yeah, the play doesn't happen. It's a false start, half the distance to the goal. And now it's 2nd and 14. Oh, this is getting wonky really fast. 4 on a flat. Oh, no. If this is a 2 or a 12, this could be absolutely catastrophic. Okay, it was a 2, just not the whole way through. It's an incompletion to Keenan Allen. I have no choice but to do this, so let's hope it's not a sack. All right, 3rd and 14. And it is. Uh-oh. 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 And it's a fumble in the end zone. The Lions are going to get points, but is it 2 or 6? It's 6. Touchdown. Defensive touchdown, that is. Herbert gets sacked in the end zone, loses the ball a 2nd time, and someone on the Lions picks it, plops on it. Oh, no. Who did it this time? Isaiah Buggs with the strip sack. Again. And who gets the touchdown? This is who gets it. Reroll, because there's no... We'll say Alan McNeil plops on the ball in the back of the end zone and gets it. And, of course, Michael Badgley decided to ruin it by missing the extra point. Okay, then. That was random. So both teams screwing up, I guess, but, the Chargers got it even worse, apparently. I forgot to move this again. Yep. Isaiah Buggs getting in there, sacking Herbert, punching the ball out, and then Alan McNeil plopped on it in the back of the end zone to get this touchdown. And Detroit gets a freebie there as their defense scores, and it's 20-10. Oh, Alan Buggs and McNeil, those big old defensive tackles wanting that feast. Give them that turducken. They're going to earn it if they keep doing stuff like this. As it's Detroit's defensive line is just eating the Chargers' offensive line alive. I mean, it is Thanksgiving, so why the heck not? Nice. All right. Chargers do get the ball, but they could have done without that. Oh, that's what... Oh, well. Hey, at least someone has to feast today, so makes sense. All right. Not only the Lions are in the red zone, but we've also made it to the 2-minute warning here. Lions are set up at the Charger 17. They're up by 10, and they're looking for more on this 1st and 10, okay? Let's see what they can do. 3 on an off tackle to start us off, and Jamal Williams has 5. They're just going to casually let the clock go. Chargers won't do anything to stop the clock. That's interesting. Okay, 2nd down. 5. 6 on a flat. Incomplete to the Monroe St. Brown. Intended target there. And that brings us to a 3rd and 5. 10 and a short. And it goes for 10 and the 1st down. It'll be 1st and goal to go Lions don't actually take a timeout, but the whatchamacallit, the Chargers do. That's their first. St. Brown for 10. Okay, it's first and goal to go from the 2. Lions are threatening. Let's see if they can stop this linebuck run here. 7. You're going the wrong way, Jamal Reynolds. Meanwhile, another timeout is taken by the Chargers. That's their first. Second down. 8. And another yard lost by Jamal Williams. What are you doing? This time, Chargers are, yeah, we're going to do it again. That is their their last one. Okay, 3rd down. This gets missed. They're going to run it yet again. 4 on a linebuck. Oh, because it got missed. It's a touchdown. Would have gone for 5, but Jamal Williams just needed 4 to find the end zone. There it is. Detroit gets the touchdown here. We'll go for the extra point. Hopefully Michael Badgley won't miss another one. No, he does not. Wait a minute. Okay, he doesn't. It's good. So Michael Badgley gets it this time, and Detroit goes on top 27-10. Oh my goodness, they are piling it on. They are adding on to their point total like they want some pumpkin pie or something. All right, the Chargers, you got 52 seconds to down your meal, or the Lions will be looking for seconds, as in the second half, that is. Because they get this. Oh, it turns out they do get the second half kickoff after all, now that I remembered. Okay. They also have no timeouts, the Chargers do. So let's see if you can at least go the field goal range. They start at the 25. They've got no timeouts here. 52 seconds, that's plenty of time, but man, oh man, this is not good. All right. We'll be bringing in all the receivers here. No need for Gerald Everett. So DeAndre Carter will make an appearance. It's not too bad. Okay. 1st and 10. Let's start. Michael Badgley's range is at the 37, but make that the 32. 2 or a 3 is Dicker's range, excuse me. From 33 to 37, it's a 2 or a 3. So apparently the man does not hit 50-yard field goals in this version. That stinks. All right. Meanwhile, Herbert's first pass is an incompletion. That one he was looking for, I believe, Palmer, is ironically enough. Okay. 2nd down. Let's see. There's an injury roll. There's an incompletion. There's a penalty. Oh, this is just a mess. All right, so the incompletion counts. Was looking for Carter. And someone on the Chargers is getting hurt, too. Okay, that's not going to be too bad. Whoever is in the fullback slot, you're going to be gone. For just the remainder of the quarter. So no more Josh Palmer for right now. Michael Bandy, do I want to bring you in? We'll bring in Everett back in. Okay. So no Josh Palmer for the rest of the quarter. Carter will move over as Everett checks back in. Meanwhile, it's 3rd and 10. 8 on a long with a potential penalty. Herbert's going to run. You might actually have the 1st down here. We'll check what the penalty is, but I want to see if he has the 1st down yardage. Oh, yeah, he's got it. He's got 12, but opponent number 4. Oh, what did you do now? What did you do? Roughing the passer. That doesn't seem right. You know what? We're going to call this a running play, so I'm going to say, yep, that makes more sense. Personal foul against the Lions. So Herbert gets 12, and then a personal foul penalty adds 15 more. We'll say that's what happens. First down. Oh, dang it. Lions, why did you do that? Why the heck did you just do that? Okay, 1st and 10 here from the Detroit 48. 5 on a flat. That goes for 3 as Allen goes out of bounds. All right, we're running out of time here. All right, 2nd down. 5 on a short. That goes for 12. That's enough for the 1st down, but I'm going to have a request that the Chargers spike the ball, so it'll be another 2nd down here for posterity's sake. It was Keenan Allen, right? Yeah. 2nd down here. We're definitely in field goal range, but we need at least 1 more yard. I'll take 1 shot and pray that it works. Well, all right. You know what? I'll compromise here. There we go. See if I can at least get a yard out of this. 10 on a flat. Oh, good luck kicking, Michael Badgley, Cameron Dicker, because it's incomplete to DeAndre Carter. This is exactly what I was afraid of here. Oh, boy. 2 or a 3, it's good. Everything else, woof. All right. Rolo. Dicker's 50-yard attempt is up. And predictably no good. Saw that one coming from a mile away. And that's how the half ends. Apparently, Dicker cannot hit 50-yard field goals in this version. That's wonderful. So, yeah, that's how the half ends with a 27-10 halftime score. All right, so we will go over the first half stats here shortly as I get set up. And let's just go over what happened in that first half. Very good first half for the Chargers. Not so much for the... Wait, hold on. Oh, right, they missed an extra point. All right. Like I said, very good first half for the Chargers. Lions. One more try. Very good first half for the Lions. Not so much for the Chargers. Herbert, 12 of 23, 148. No touchdowns, no picks. And he's lost 2 fumbles. That's been, I guess, the difference here. One of which ended up being a touchdown. The other led to a touchdown. Eckler ran in for the LA touchdown. Speaking of which, these guys should still be in San Diego. And I will say that, keep saying that to this day. Curse you, Dean Spranos, for moving this team. Anyways, we see Herbert and his 2 lost fumbles. Keenan Allen is 5 for 60. Otherwise, not much doing on the receiving front. We did have a special teams blunder, but it ended in nothing. So that's why that's there. And of course, we got a couple injuries in the Chargers secondary. For the Lions over here, Jared Goff is 14 of 20 for 169 and 2 TDs, both of which are nice. What's his name? Jamal Williams has the 3rd TD, 31 yards and rushing TD. Wait, seriously? We have 14. All right, hold on a minute. All right, sorry about that. Apparently we have technical difficulties. Once again, the tech goblins are screwing with me. Hopefully this has nothing to do with the fact that I'm not feeding them anything today. Or they're not getting... Okay, sorry about that. I guess my tech goblins are screwing with me again. Hopefully this has nothing to do with the fact that I am not giving them holiday pay today. Wait, I'll cut that out later. Anyways, I mentioned Jamal Williams, 31 yards and a rushing TD. Amon-Ra St. Brown, 5 for 79 and 2 TDs. Very nice. And the defense has been feasting a lot with 3 sacks, 2 forced fumbles, and one of them was recovered for a touchdown even. Very nice game overall for the Lions and their defense as they take a 27-10 lead. All right. We'll see if they can keep this up in the second half. Maybe get themselves some seconds. Here, the mashed potatoes are good. But before we begin, let us get to the halftime entertainment, because that's how this works on Thanksgiving. So, roll it. Wait a minute. What do you mean we don't have halftime entertainment? I told you. I could have sworn I left enough money in the budget. Uh-oh. Cut the camera. Okay, my apologies for that. I don't know what happened there, but you know what? So be it. I'm sure it wouldn't have been as good as what happened. Or been some random cringe-inducing act that nobody's ever heard of. Unless you're like, never mind. You know what? Just go on to the second half. We don't need to talk. All right. So, that just happened. Okay. We went an entire quarter without a single highlight. That's a first. I don't think we've ever gone a single quarter without a single highlight, but that is what ended up happening. Wow. Okay. Well, my apologies for that. Well, not really. I blame these two teams. Let me guess. They were passing out to all the tryptophan they ate. Yep, that's what did it. They were all taking their traditional Thanksgiving nap. Well, regardless, it's still the same score, 27-10, as nobody does anything except take a nap. Well, Detroit, you're going to have to wake up because you've got a 4th and 5 here. So, funny enough, we pick up right off of a scoring opportunity. And here's hoping Michael Badgley can wake up for this 42-yard field goal because we're about to... Wait a minute now. You know what? In traditional Dan Campbell fashion, let's wake everybody up. We're going for it. 4th and 5. Why not? I mean, field goal doesn't really do anything, so... 4th and 5, we're going for it. And, it ended up working out because Monroe St. Brown gets 8 yards in the first, so we convert the 4th and 5. So, here's hoping that woke everybody up. All right, well, Detroit's in the red zone now, and it's 1st and 10. We've been doing a lot of running here, so... 1st and 10. 7 on a line buck. It's a 6-yard gain for DeAndre Swift. Actually, it hasn't been all half asleep. Jamal Williams ended up fumbling, but nothing happened to it, thankfully. All right, 2nd and 4. Let's see if we can do this. They do not see this coming. The Chargers, that is. And... because of that, it's actually an incompletion. Otherwise, Goff would have ran. I was looking for a Monroe St. Brown there. All right, 3rd and 4. We've got options still. I'm going to try... You know what? Why not? And what does Detroit feel like? LA feel like doing? I'm going to say they're going for the pass. Oops, they missed this end run. Oh, yikes and a half. All right. 3rd and 4. Now's your chance. Oh, there we go. Okay, it's a 6-yard gain and a 1st down. In fact, it's now 1st and goal to go right from the 6. DeAndre Swift fools him, and he ends up getting 6 yards. Okay, 1st and goal to go from the 6 then. Josh Reynolds, you're out. James Mitchell, you're in. DeAndre Swift, try to take us home if you can. 6. And he does! Touchdown! DeAndre Swift punches it in from 6 yards out to finish the drive off. There we go. That's how you do it. You know what? Put the ball at the 2. We're going for it. We're going for 2. If we get this, it'll be a 4-score game. If not, whatever. All right. Yep, we're going to get fooled by this. You know what? We've been running it in. Sure, why not? All right. 2-point conversion. Let's see what we got. Oh, wrong one side. And no, it doesn't. It's no good. Oh, well, at least they tried. If they got that, they would have gone up by 4 scores. But you know what? Being up by 23 is just as good. So, yeah, the Lions are absolutely feasting all over the Chargers' carcasses. Okay, never mind. They don't have a carcass. But you get the idea. Apparently, the Chargers need to wake up from their nap like now. Otherwise, they're going to lose this game. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. And they've got 13 minutes. You know what? I'm going to stick with it because we just apparently didn't do anything that third quarter. So either the Chargers do something or I'm probably going to turn the lights out, which, well, yeah, that usually doesn't end well. Okay. Kickoff is from the 2, by the way. Number 1 back at 14. We really got to start returning that, DeAndre Carter. Jeez. All right. Chargers, you have 12:45 to kind of do something, or this is going to end very poorly. Yeah, some Thanksgiving game you ended up with. All right. Let's do 3. Not John Kelly's done. We'll bring in Eckler. Okay. 3 wide, and I think we're going to just sling it from this point forward. Detroit will check the run, but this probably is going to be throwing the football. 1st and 10. We're pretty much going to abandon the run at this point. And we start off with a short gain, because why not? Eckler for 15. 1st down. Yeah, that Chargers offense needs to wake up, and it's not been doing good all game long. 1st and 10. The 5 sacks don't help either. Now, and we got sack number 6. Yep. That's sack number 6. Oh, that's wonderful. An 8-yard loss. That hasn't been helping either. Who gets it this time? The high linebacker. So Alex Anzalone now gets in on the act. That is 6 sacks for the Detroit defense. 2nd down. They'll concede this run. They'll be happy to. 2nd and 18, by the way. 9 on an end run. Eckler gets 4. Third down here. 11 on a short. Uh-oh. Is this a 2 through 5? If it is... It is! It's intercepted! Picked off! Oh, crap. No, that's not what I want to be doing. Don't worry, I saw the time. But I do see this interception. Returned for a gain of... maybe a touchdown? Oh, close, but not quite. Chargers get it down to the LA 15. Oh, that sucked. That really, really sucked. Now didn't it? Herbert in desperation looks for Michael Williams, but instead it's picked off by the defensive right quarterback, which is Jeffrey Okudah. That's actually funny because he's actually kind of a trash cornerback. But somehow he gets an interception in this game. Okay, that makes total sense. Seriously, that man, from what I've heard, is turning into a bust. But apparently not in this game. He didn't get that memo. Okay, good for the Lions. And if they score, I'm calling game. So we'll see if they can do that. They have it right at the LA 15. 1st and 10. Let's see if they can finish this game off in style. Give them some pumpkin pie on the other side if they pull it off. There's a 3-yard run from DeAndre Swift. 2nd down here. and 7. 4 on an off tackle. 8 yards for DeAndre Swift, and he's got the first. So that means first and goal to go at the 4. And that's where we're starting off with. First and goal to go at the 4. 8 on a line buck. Up, he's halfway there. Halfway to the dessert table. Second and 2. 9. And you can turn the lights out on this game. Touchdown! DeAndre Swift does, in fact, make it to the dessert table after all and get in for the 6 points. And Michael Badgley, meanwhile, makes the extra point. And look at this. How about a 40 burger? Well, we don't serve burgers on Thanksgiving, but I'm sure there's someone on the Lions is going to get themselves a big old turducken here. If anybody knows that reference, they should. It's football, you know. Just saying. But anyway, I digress. Yeah, 40-10. Detroit absolutely destroying the Chargers, and well, I guess I'm calling game. I probably will be taking a nap during the remainder of this 9:15, so I'm gonna have to play this off camera and finish this one off. We've got 9:15 to burn, but unless the Chargers do something crazy here, I doubt we'll have another one of those situations where I cut it and then all of a sudden it's like, wait, how are we within one score with like under 2 minutes left? What the hell? So just show us the final score and get us over with. And you don't do anything stupid. Yeah, you. Okay. That's pointing towards Detroit. Yeah, you. Don't blow this for me, okay? Just get to the final score because we can all have our pumpkin pies and apple pies and all that and take a nice big old nap after this because we already did that during the third quarter, so why not? So, roll it. Well, it got worse. Much worse. How about 50 burger worse? Yeah. So the Lions had themselves a good old 50 burger, or in this case, a 50 turkey, but I don't know what you'd call it, but they put up 50 points. That's all you need to know. 50-17. I believe this is the worst loss we've seen in any of these playthroughs. Oh boy. Yeah, Chargers just couldn't do anything in this game, and their defense just imploded, and yeah, you can see how bad that happened. Excuse me. So final stats from this one. Justin Herbert, 18-31, 267. Did throw a TD late to Josh Palmer, but that was as far as he got. Threw a pick, too. And also lost 2 fumbles, which basically ended the game by the end of the first half, as you can tell. Austin Eckler ran for a TD as he gets just 36 yards. Somehow Mike Williams had a 100-yard game. Okay, that makes sense to me. Keenan Allen had 5 for 60. Palmer 4 for 56 and a touchdown. Just a sack and 2 forced fumbles that don't do anything for the Chargers. How about the Lions, though? Oh, my God. They were feasting big time here. Wait until you see the defensive stats. This is nuts. Goff, 20 of 32, 225 and 2 TDs. They both to Amon-Ra St. Brown, who somehow ends up with almost half of the production in the yardage department and all the TDs. 9, 112, and 2. Oh, my God. Get that man a slice of apple pie. Both running backs definitely deserve it. We'll get to them in just a minute. Look at this defensive effort. How about 9 sacks? 9. Not only did Detroit's defense go to the buffet, the serving line, but they went back for seconds and thirds and maybe fourths. And some dessert. I don't know, but my goodness, they were all over Justin Herbert like he was like some the most delicious green bean casserole they've ever seen in their lives, and I don't blame them. They also forced 2 fumbles, one of which ended up being a touchdown. And, of course, Jeffrey Okudah had a pick, which is just hilarious. I think I'm going to give my game balls to 2 people, though. Isaiah Buggs, the big defensive tackle with 2.5 sacks, a forced fumble, and a fumble recovery. In fact, one of his fumbles ended up leading, I believe it. No, it was Hutchinson that got the fumble that led to the touchdown. But we'll give it to him, too. You know what? Aiden Hutchinson can also be in here. And McNeil. That whole defensive line gets the game ball for just being awesome. And we'll have DeAndre Swift go with him, too. 20 for 87 and 3 TDs. Jamal Williams also added a 4th rushing touchdown and got 94 yards. But I think both running backs and the entire defensive line deserve some good old 6-legged turkey. They can fight over who gets the 6th part of that. But you know what? Let's have Lamonte St. Brown get the 6th leg. So there you go. All 4 defensive linemen and both running backs. And the Lamonte St. Brown just cleans up the apple pie or something. I don't know. Somewhere along those lines. But, yeah, this was a demolition, nevertheless. So, yeah, some Thanksgiving Day game that was. But you can see the final score down here. That is, that's some nasty work on my end. So, hey, happy Thanksgiving, y'all. Glad I could give you this last treat. And, well, that's going to do it for me until Sunday when we're back with our regular scheduled Week 13 game where hopefully it's not like that. Dang it, Chargers. You should have just shown up, but no. You just did that. You know what? That's what you get from moving from San Diego, jerks. Anyways, the Lions continue to be the dominant team in the NFC. Basically, they're sitting on 1 loss. I believe they're now 12-1. I don't think they're making I'd have to double check to see if they make the playoffs, but they might be in now for all I know. Who the heck knows? Chargers, you're down to 7-5, I believe. Yeah. I mean, they're still in it, but this is not looking good, as somewhere Kansas City pretty much smirks, so. All right, well, we'll see what that Week 13 game ends up being, and I'll give you all what happens with Week 12 then, so. Anyways, that's going to do it for me. Thank y'all for watching. Don't forget to hit those usual buttons, and I will see you on Sunday for a normal episode. And with that, have a happy Thanksgiving. And feel free to join all the Lions players to eat. Hopefully you guys have a good one. Now, if you'll excuse me, I'm going to... Well, you can't really eat Chargers now, can you? Oh, well, that just makes this even worse. Peace out, y'all. I knew we should have done the Cowboys, dang it. Would have been funny as hell to have them end up with this score. Why did you convince me to do this? It should have been the Cowboys getting 50 put on them, not the freaking Chargers. I mean, come on. Oh, no, that camera is still on. You know what? Whatever. Oh, so you heard nothing.